Her strides are menacing, her forehand is lethal, and her determination to become the best makes her a force to be reckoned with. There's no question, the world of women's tennis has truly been taken by storm. By a Gen Z? That's right, let's swerve our way into the life of Poland's Iga Swiatek. First up, a father's dream. Born on 31st May 2001 to mothers Dorota and Tomasz Świątek, Iga was destined to pursue athletics. Her father is a former rower who competed in the Seoul Olympics in 1988. Tomasz dreamt of seeing his daughters make a name for themselves in the world of sports. However, Father Dearest wasn't Iga's inspiration to pick up the tennis racket. It was older sister, Agata. Agata Swiatek decided to pursue the sport of swimming, but her health didn't let her swim far. Distraught, she picked up the tennis racket as a replacement. And following her footsteps, little Iga picked up the tennis ball for the first time. Her motivation? To become better at the sport than her older sister. Sibling rivalry. You'll love to see it. We can still see glimpses of competitive little Iga on the court as she went on a menacing 37-match winning streak to kick off 2022. Iga later competed on the ITF Junior circuit in 2013 at just 15 years old, but succumbed to injury. The Polish prodigy was hell-bent on redemption. No way was she going to let an injury hinder her destiny. Swiatek ranked number 5 in the junior division, won consecutive Grade 4 titles, and climbed up to Grade 2 events. Talk about progress. There was no question, Iga became a European sensation. Next up, Polish prodigy. Swiatek entered the big leagues by officially stepping in the ITF women's circuit in 2016 and playing through the circuit till 2018. Tennis gurus were amazed as Iga aced all 7 of her ITF final appearances, with her first 3 titles coming in at just 15 years old. In 2018, Iga entered the legendary grass courts of Wimbledon and won the tournament in the junior division, despite being unseeded. Whew, we're already running out of breath, but folks, Iga is only getting started. 2020 was Iga's breakthrough on the pro level as she won her first ever Grand Slam title at the French Open. However, her momentum toward becoming the best in the world saw a speed bump after a semifinal loss at the Australian Open. And what does Iga do after a loss like that? The first match after her loss, Iga commenced her insane 37-match winning streak. The winning run comprised 5 straight WTA titles and a second French Open to her name. Analysts and critics were dumbfounded. Swiatek was unstoppable. The streak was put to rest by a second-round loss at Wimbledon, but in classic Iga fashion, she bounced back to become the first ever Polish tennis player to grasp the US Open title. Swiatek is currently number 1 in the world. At the half volley, lifestyle. We know the face of women's tennis for her otherworldly plays and never give up attitude on the court, but with all that hard work, how does Iga blow off steam? Well, perhaps on a long drive, and a pretty smooth one at that. Swiatek has been spotted driving a beautiful Porsche Panamera 4S e-hybrid. The German speedster goes on the market for about $126,000. However, after winning the Porsche-sponsored 2022 WTA 500 held in Stuttgart, she received a neat little upgrade with a Porsche Taycan GTS Sport Turismo. Guess Iga just has a thing for Porsches. Get that sponsorship, sis. She may have to take a few trips to the pet shop while she's at it, cause yes folks, Iga is a cat lover. Introducing Black Grappa. Yes, we know what you're thinking. Iga explains, well, it's easy to figure out. Black Grappa is a famous brandy from Italy. Guess we don't need to mention an afternoon sip on the list, do we? What we do need to mention is her talent as a musician. Iga owns an ukulele, and her music taste will totally have rock fans buying her merchandise. The Pole went candid in an interview saying the ukulele was a gift from a psychologist to help her cope with emotions on the court. She has RHCP, Pink Floyd, Coldplay, and Santana on her go-to playlist. She admits her knack for rock stemmed from her coaches. She adored the old-school genre in an interview, claiming it had a greater spirit, triggered emotions, and was less synthetic. For a Gen Z, she's definitely old school. But is she a romantic? Coming up, Lovelife. With Iga's accolades, she's already out of your league. This makes you wonder, has she found someone who can keep up with her work ethic? Well, not yet. Iga keeps her personal life really reserved, and for now, she seems to be completely focused on her career. And when we say completely, we mean completely. Relationships, it's only work, work, work for the Polish powerhouse. Seriously, her intense training will have you burn a couple of calories just by watching. The 2-time French Open champion released a 3-minute video on YouTube that showcased her intense preparation for matches. The workout circuit started with Iga leaping through the air, weighed down by 2 dumbbells at her hips, upping the intensity to some cardio work that tested her lateral movements, after which she trained for forehands as her coach tested her accuracy from all corners. Next up, some training for explosiveness with elevated jumps on a box. Call it a day? No sir. Her workout then went on to some high-knee cardio, resistance-based hit shots, a little soccer, and even boxing. The world number 1 doesn't mess around with her training regime. Guess date night can wait. But as we all know, tennis isn't just a physically challenging game, but a mental one too. How does Iga sharpen her wits? Moving on to mental fitness. Iga prioritizes her mental fitness with 2 habits: Legos and historical books. looks. A major part of Iga's tournament preparation is building intricate Lego models. Before participating in the 2021 Australian Open, she spent her mandatory 14-day quarantine working on 2 complex Lego models, and we're here trying to beat our high score on Candy Crush. But when she's not sharpening her mind through Legos, Iga loves a historical read. She's expressed her love for novels by Ken Follett. She also thoroughly enjoyed Cathedral of the Sea by author Ildefonso Falcones. Calling the Polish superstar productive is an understatement. But with all that hard work, you better get paid. What do Iga's paychecks look like? Which brings us to salary and net worth. As Iga climbed up the ranks in the divisions, so did her salary. She went from earning $10K to $15K, winning a title at level 1. She stepped to $25K on the next one and $60K at the final. Iga has apparently earned a whopping $14 million in her career already, according to WTAtennis.com. She has cashed out $9.2 million in 2022 alone. Iga has already ranked 34 on the all-time money list. And what's crazier, she's only getting started. Expect her salary to skyrocket with every title win. Her net worth? According to CelebrityNetWorth.com, Swiatek is worth $10 million, a number that fits her inspiring work ethic. And that's just scratching the surface. Let's not forget the phone calls from notable brands desperately seeking Iga's signature. Now on to brand deals. One of the main sources of income for athletes is sponsorship deals and endorsements. Brands pursue a popular athlete as an opportunity to be ambassadors for their products. Djokovic is known for his partnership with Asics. Nadal dons Nike on his bandana, and Andy Murray is known for the Adidas stripe on his racket. As for Iga, she had a contract deal with Nike during her early WTA campaign. However, as she grew in popularity, she decided to switch boats to the Japanese brand Asics. The brand is known for its philanthropic endeavors with mental health campaigns. Their core values endorse the slogan, "A sound mind in a sound body," something that definitely grabs the 21-year-old's attention as she rigorously campaigns for mental health awareness. But more on that later. As for her weapon of choice on the tennis court, she uses renowned racket manufacturer Technofiber. She received a contract from the French company after winning the 2020 French Open. What's more, she has collaborated with brands such as Red Bull, Rolex, Xiaomi, and Toyota Lexus, which is quite the portfolio already. It won't be a surprise to see more brands chasing Iga's signature on their contracts. However, it's more than just brand deals and sponsorship with Iga. The Grand Slam champion gives back to society with her philanthropic work too. Next up, Mental Grand Slam. All that brutal training and media attention can be a bit too much, especially for a teenager. Iga Swiatek is very vocal about crediting her success to sports psychologist Daria Abramovich. The prolific coach has helped Iga strengthen her nerves and channel her thoughts better during grueling matches. It's clear the subject of mental health is close to Iga's heart, and she's donated $50,000 of her match purse in support of World Mental Day. For many teenagers who are struggling with difficult thoughts and situations, Iga is a role model, one that will continue to bring home the trophies for years to come. That's a wrap for this video. What's your favorite match from Iga Swiatek's highlight reel? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.